Every parent in Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK is asking the same urgent question right now. Is there any social media platform that is actually, genuinely, and architecturally safe for their child to use? Instagram has been the subject of multiple government investigations across Canada and the UK after internal documents revealed that the platform's own researchers knew it was harmful to teenage girls and continued operating without meaningful change. TikTok has been banned from government devices in Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK over documented safety and data concerns. Facebook's own leaked research showed that platform executives were fully aware of the addictive mechanics being deployed on child users and chose profit over protection. These are not exaggerated parental fears. They are documented corporate decisions that have produced documented harm to millions of children in every English-speaking nation in the world. Parents everywhere are desperately searching for something better. Today on Digital Parenting Guide, we examine Tribela, the platform being discussed as the safest social media alternative for children, and we show you exactly how to keep your child protected across every platform they use, including with Eyezy. The problem that families in Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK are navigating is not simply that their children want to be on social media. That desire is developmentally normal, socially legitimate, and genuinely important to address rather than dismiss. The problem is that the major social media platforms that children are using were not designed with children's safety, well-being, or developmental health as genuine priorities. They were designed to maximize time on platform, extend session length, and convert childhood attention into advertising revenue. And the academic and clinical research documenting the consequences of this design philosophy on young people has now reached a scale and consistency that can no longer be responsibly dismissed by any parent, educator, or policymaker in any English-speaking nation. A landmark study published in JAMA Pediatrics found that adolescents spending more than 3 hours daily on social media were significantly more likely to experience clinical depression, anxiety disorders, and poor sleep quality compared to peers with lower usage. The Royal Children's Hospital in Australia published national survey data confirming that social media had overtaken obesity and physical inactivity as the top health concern identified by parents for their children. University College London researchers found that daily social media use was measurably associated with lower life satisfaction in girls as young as 10. A large-scale UK study involving more than 10,000 young people identified social media as the single most consistent predictor of reduced well-being across the adolescent years, more predictive than academic stress, family conflict, or financial hardship combined. The daily family impact of this problem shows up everywhere. It shows up as the teenager who checks notifications before leaving their bedroom in the morning and falls asleep mid-scroll at midnight, their sleep progressively degraded without anyone identifying the cause. It shows up as the 10-year-old who has been comparing their physical appearance to filtered, altered images for 18 months and cannot identify why they feel inadequate. It shows up as the child who received a message from someone they did not know, felt deeply uncomfortable, and said nothing to their parent because they were afraid of losing access to the digital social world that has become central to their peer identity. These are not rare events. These are statistically documented realities of everyday family life in Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK. And the answer parents need goes far beyond telling children to be more careful. The architecture of these platforms is the problem. And the solution requires both a safer platform alternative and a monitoring layer that gives parents the comprehensive visibility to protect their child across every digital space they inhabit. The platform generating the most substantive and serious discussion in digital parenting communities across Canada, Australia, the UK, and the USA as a genuine safer alternative is Tribela. And the reason it is generating that discussion is not marketing, it is architecture. Tribela was built from the ground up as a closed, moderated social environment for children and families, and the structural differences between how Tribela operates and how the major platforms operate are fundamental rather than cosmetic. The first and most critical difference is that Tribela operates as a closed network rather than an open public space. Children on Tribela connect only with verified, parent-approved contacts, family members, known friends, approved peers, rather than with the open global internet of strangers that defines the experience on every major platform. This single architectural decision eliminates the most consistently documented source of direct harm in children's social media experience: unsolicited contact from unknown adults. Parental oversight on Tribela is designed into the platform's core functionality rather than offered as an optional and easily circumvented add-on. Parents approve contact requests, review their child's profile activity, and maintain genuine functional oversight of who their child is connecting with and what content reaches their child's feed. Content moderation on Tribela is proactive. Content is reviewed before it reaches children, rather than the reactive, complaint-driven moderation system that major platforms have been legally challenged over in Canada and the UK. And critically, Tribela does not deploy the algorithmic recommendation systems that researchers in Australia, the USA, Canada, and the UK have identified as the primary driver of excessive use, harmful content escalation, and addictive engagement mechanics in children. Now, here is the moment in this video where honest analysis requires parents to hear something that promotional content about any platform will never tell them. Tribela is a newer and smaller platform, and that means its user network is considerably smaller than the major platforms where your child's existing peer group is currently active. For teenagers deeply embedded in social networks built around Instagram or Snapchat, a move to Tribela involves a real and meaningful social cost, reduced peer connectivity that must be acknowledged and managed thoughtfully rather than dismissed or minimized. The platform is also still developing its feature set, which means that older children and teenagers may encounter gaps in creative tools and interactive features compared to the mature platforms they are familiar with. These honest limitations do not eliminate Tribela's genuine advantages as a safer alternative, but they do mean that parents who introduce it with realistic expectations and a collaborative rather than imposed transition strategy will achieve the best outcomes for their families. The solution that digital parenting specialists across Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK consistently recommend is a two-layer approach. A safer platform for your child to use, combined with comprehensive monitoring technology that gives parents real visibility across every digital space their child inhabits, including the safer platform and any other platform the child accesses. The first layer is the deliberate introduction of Tribela as a primary or preferred social platform, beginning with children between 7 and 12 years old for whom the closed, moderated, parent-supervised environment is the most developmentally appropriate first social media experience available. For this age group in Canada, Australia, the UK, and the USA, Tribela replaces the need to choose between denying children all social connection or exposing them to the documented risks of open platforms. For teenagers who are already using major platforms, the transition is best approached collaboratively, introducing Tribela alongside existing platforms and using the comparison between experiences as a natural and ongoing conversation about what healthy digital social life actually feels like versus what algorithmic, engagement-maximized social media does to mood, sleep, and self-perception. The second and equally essential layer is Eyezy, the comprehensive parental monitoring application that covers every social media platform your child uses, including Tribela, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Discord, and all major messaging applications simultaneously. Eyezy is specifically designed to address the fundamental limitation of any single safer platform: the reality that most children, particularly teenagers, will continue to access multiple platforms regardless of which one their parents prefer. The Eyezy Social Spotlight feature captures and surfaces direct message conversations across all major social platforms in a unified parent dashboard, giving parents visibility into the communications that occur on every platform their child uses, not just the one that was chosen for its safety architecture. The Phone Analyzer feature provides a complete and organized overview of who a child is communicating with across all platforms and applications, including contact frequency, communication volume, and the identification of unknown contacts whose interaction patterns warrant a closer look. Eyezy's keyword alert system automatically notifies parents when specific flagged words or phrases appear in their child's communications across any monitored platform, enabling early, calm, and informed intervention before concerning contact patterns escalate. The location tracking feature provides real-time GPS device location with full history, and the browsing history monitoring feature ensures that the content accessed through any browser is visible to the parent who has chosen to maintain that oversight. Eyezy operates quietly in the background of the child's device without disrupting their normal digital experience, which means the protection it provides is comprehensive, continuous, and non-intrusive. Together, Tribela as the child's preferred social platform and Eyezy as the parent's comprehensive monitoring layer represent exactly the two-layer digital safety framework that research across Canada, the USA, Australia, and the UK consistently identifies as producing the strongest child online safety outcomes. Tribela gives children a safer place to connect. Eyezy gives parents the visibility to know that their child is truly safe everywhere online. The Eyezy affiliate link is available in the description below. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.